Hello and welcome back to another Fallout Wasteland Warfare battle report. If you remember last time, a Cult of the Mothman member successfully infiltrated the archaeological dig that some settlers were exploring. Now, a little town has been built up around the archaeological site, and the Cult of the Mothman has successfully infiltrated the settlers of that town. Oh, this fell. Has successfully infiltrated that town. Now, the Cult of the Mothman is actually split into two different factions, and a rival Cult of the Mothman faction has came and kidnapped multiple settlers from the town. The High Priest, seeing this as their opportunity to gain more standing with the townsfolk, have decided to save all the towns members. And so that is what this scenario is. This is the second scenario from the Institute section of Astonishing Tales, but I've obviously modified it for the Cult of the Mothman. Each of the Mothmen has a settler captive, and also they have each taken a damage in the ensuing fight where they kidnapped the settlers. So with that, we'll start round one. It is 6 rounds. Any remaining settlers that have not been freed from their captor will be considered taken away. And the, for profiles. So we have on Team Save the Settlers, we have the High Priest, the Awakened Cultist with the sniper rifle, and the Wrathwing with the flamer. Sorry, my printer kind of messed up these. And then for the kidnappers, we have the Cultist with the Cultist dagger and the pipe pistol, the Seeker with the Cultist blade and the revolver, and then the Disciple with the double-barreled shotgun. The Saviors are going to go first, and we're going to go with the sniper rifle guy. He is just going to get into position. Sorry, I'm grabbing a thing here. So he will move here, and I think he will take, if he goes up on top of here, he can get a better shot, but he has no cover. Can he see these guys? Barely. He'll take a shot at this Mothman here, but through cover. So this is 2 black away. So that means that he will have 2 green and a blue, and he's shooting at the Disciple, who has a armor of 2. He's hitting on, oh man, he's only hitting on 2s because of the cover. All right, hitting on 2s. That is a 4. Unfortunately, does not make it, but that is his turn. Now we'll go with one of these guys. We'll go with the Seeker. They move red, but for rough terrain, they'll move yellow. And he's just gonna come over here. And then, he charges green. Can he get over there? Sorry. I think he can barely do it. He's gonna charge into the Mothman. He'll get a black die next round, tying up that sniper rifle character, dragging his poor settler along. All right, back to these guys. We're gonna go with the High Priest. He moves yellow. So he's just gonna move over here, and then he is also going to finish his turn by charging in to the melee. We got a lot of guys over here now. All right. That is his activation. Next up, we will go with one of these. He is going the Disciple. He's going to move over here. He's just going to double move, I think. Over here. And then, where's the other yellow one? Oh, here it is. And then, yeah, I think he's just going to double move down here, not willing to shoot into the melee that has accrued. All right, that is him. Next up, last, we have this guy with the flamer. I don't know if I want to shoot into the melee, so he is going to come around the corner like this, and he is going to take a long-range flamer shot against this Disciple. So that's just one blue against the Disciple with an armor of 2, hitting on 6s. That is a 2 damage, but 2 armor blocks it all, so nothing there. Oh, we have a star and a Coke bottle, though. So we have an armor break, which lowers their armor by 1. So we will take the 2 damage and be set on fire from the star. I don't know if you can see that or not. All right, well, that's a lot better of a reaction. 2 damage and on fire. That Disciple has 5 hit points. So after the fire damage on its activation, it'll be at 1. Be at 1 hit point. Okay. Next up, we will go with this other Disciple back there. They will move here and then take a long range shotgun blast into the Wrathwing. Wrathwing has 3 armor, and the long range shotgun has nothing, essentially. It just fires itself. All right, 3 damage into 3 armor, hitting on 5s. That is a 5, but 3 damage blocks all of it, which is impressive. All right, I forgot to bring the settlers along. All right, last up is these 3 guys. Seeker is going to move over rough terrain. I think, can he charge into the Wrathwing? Not quite, so he's just going to double move right there. And then the cultists shoot with a pipe pistol. Are they willing to shoot into that melee? Maybe. All right, the cultists move yellow, but it'll be rough terrain to get on top of here. So this guy's going to move up here. And then he's going to take a shot down into the melee over here. So he's shooting at the High Priest. He gets a -2 because of the High Priest's ability. He is hitting on... It's over here. Hitting on a 4. Shooting into a melee. I'll leave the armor die out this time. 2 black, 1 damage, hitting on 4s. That's a 5 with no reduction, so he does not. He misses his shot. That's over there. Ooh, precarious. And then this guy. Oh, whoops, I forgot to move this Seeker's stuff. And then, yeah, this last cultist is just going to move to get a better shot for next round. He's going to move over here. And then he is going to move over here, carrying his, whoops. We've had a collapse, a calamity. Oh, this is a bit too precarious, maybe. All right, well, he'll move next turn so that he doesn't have to exist there. Okay, that was round one. Not a ton has happened. A lot of setup is going on. Round two, we will jump. We'll flip everyone's activation back over. And then we will start with the High Priest, who's going to try and get rid of this Seeker. Oh, oof. Okay. High Priest's turn. Hitting on 5s with a blue dice with the Cultist dagger into the Seeker, who has 1 armor. Alright, so hitting on 5s. That is a failure and a prepare. Give him a second attack. That is another prepare. 1 armor stops 1, so just 2 damage. And a bottle cap is 1 more damage, which ignores armor. So he does 2 damage to the Seeker. We'll place that over here. That is the Mothman's turn, but remember he has a prepared. He is prepared. Next we'll go with the Seeker. He will attack into the sniper rifle. Man, remember he has that black die from charging last turn. So he has 2 black dies, a green die, and he's hitting into the sniper rifle. Cultist with an armor of 2. Whoops. Hitting on 7s. Wow, okay, hitting on 7s. 8. Oh my gosh, just barely misses. Okay, well, we'll take out 1 black die and then we'll do his second attack. There we go. Oh, wow. Hitting on 4s. 2 armor stops 2 damage, but he rolled a ton of extra damage. So that is... Cultist Blade is 1 normal damage. So the armor will stop these 2, and he'll take 2. He'll take 2 damage. The sniper rifle guy. All right, and since he made an attack, the High Priest can use his prepare token to make 1 more attack against the cultist. So he will do so. So now he's hitting on 3s with his blade because it is a quick action. Ooh, automatic success, fails his armor check, and he gets a star, which does nothing, but that is 2 more damage into this Seeker, who has 4 health, so he is down for the count. I'm going to remove his model. And the settler goes free. That's 1 settler to the side of the good guys. I guess they're not. None of them are good guys. They're all cultists, but whatever. All right, next up, we will go with this sniper rifle Mothman who took a damage. He will shoot into this Seeker right there with his sniper rifle. Since it's at closer range, he just rolls a yellow. This is 3 damage on 2 armor. Oh no, 1 armor for this Seeker. 3 damage on 1 armor. Hitting on 4s. That's a 6. That is nothing. Second shot. That's a 5. 2 misses. Clearly he's not very trained with his sniper rifle yet. I think this Seeker is going to retaliate, charge in, get that black bonus die, and attack the sniper rifle Mothman that just attacked him. So this is 2 black, a green, hitting on 7s into 2 armor. That's an 8 with no minuses. So sad. That would have been a ton of damage. Okay, so that is his turn. Next up, we have the Wrathwing. He's the last guy to go on this team. So I think he will just take another shot into this guy, because if he does at least 1 damage on him, then when he activates, he'll be down. So he will use his Flamer. So that is hitting on 6s. It's at long range, so he just gets a blue dice into the Shotgun Disciple. So that's 2. All right, so we have 2 damage into 2 armor with a blue dice, hitting on 6s. That is a 6 with an explosion, which is an extra damage. So that is 2 damage plus 1 damage. So armor stops 2, but he takes 1 extra damage. And at the start of his activation, the fire will finish him off. So that is successful by the Wrathwing. Was that 1 action or 2 actions? I don't remember. And so we will say his turn is done, because I don't remember if it took 2 hits or not. Okay, that is all the activations on this team. This guy will activate. The fire will do 1 damage to him, and he has a total of 5 life, and so he will also be removed from the game. The Settler will come over here. We'll remove all these tokens. Oh, this Settler is supposed to be over here with this guy. Okay, so we just have these 3 cultists left. We'll have this guy. I think he has the shotgun, which is a short range of yellow. So if he can get within yellow range of this guy, he can shoot much better. Can't quite do it though. His weapon is slow firing, so he might as well move and shoot anyway. So he'll move, and then he will take a shotgun blast at the Wrathwing, which is unfortunately for him long range. So he is hitting on 5s with nothing into the 3 armor of the Wrathwing. That's a 2, but 3 armor again blocks all of it. He's just taking shotgun blast after shotgun blast and does not care about it. Okay, next we'll have this guy. He will shoot twice into the melee again with his pistol. Shoot the sniper rifle guy. He's the cultist. Yeah, down here. So this is 1 damage into 2 armor, hitting on 4s with 2 black dice. All right, hitting on 4s. That is a 2 with 2 actually hits. Oh, we have to see if he actually hits a target. So 1 will be the sniper rifle guy. 2 will be the Seeker on his team. 3 will be the High Priest, and then 4 will be the sniper rifle guy. So he really just wants 1s, 3s, or 4s. 1, so he hits his target, and then the armor roll for 2 armor is unsuccessful. So he hits for 3 damage into the sniper rifle, who has 1 health left because he has 6 total. Oh wow. Okay, and that was just 1 shot. So we'll see what the second shot brings. All right, once again hitting on 4s. That is another, I don't know why I rolled that again. Another successful shot, so we'll see who he hits in the melee. Remember, one is the sniper rifle, 2 is his friend, 3 is the high priest, 4 is the sniper rifle. That's a 2, that's his friend. Oh no. Okay, so he hits the seeker, who has an armor value of 1. So we'll roll for his armor. Blocks none of it, so he takes 3 damage, and that seeker only has 4 health. The seeker dies to friendly fire. Oh, geez. That is unfortunate. Should have been more careful when he was taking aim. That's another settler freed from the clutches of this Mothman. All right, now that, so he's gone twice. And we just have this guy left, who is going to come down here and then take another pistol shot at this guy right here. He'll have cover from this and this. So hitting on 2s now. Yeah, hitting on 2s now into the no longer in melee sniper rifle Mothman, who has 3 armor because of the cover. So that's an armor break. So 2 damage. Oh, he misses. All right, well. That is that. That's the end of round 2. And it looks like the 3 sniper rifle, high priest, and wrathwing are doing a fantastic job at mopping up. Well, he's almost dead, but doing a fantastic job of mopping up these rogue cultists, or cultists from a different sect at least. High priest is happy with the amount of goodwill they're gaining towards the settlers. All right, now that it is even, we will have this side go first because the advantage has shifted. We will have this guy. Well, can he charge? Well, he doesn't want to charge, I suppose, because then how will that guy shoot? Yeah. So we'll have this guy go first. He will just, I don't think he can move to remove cover. So he's just going to shoot 2 more times at the sniper rifle guy. So hitting on 2s into 3 armor. So that is a miss. Second shot, that is also a miss. That's sad. That would have done a bunch of damage. All right, that is him. Next, we will go with the cultist, who does not have line of sight. Oh, maybe he does. Does he have line of sight? I think no, he doesn't have line of sight. Okay, so instead the cultist or the high priest will move out here, and then he will charge into this, gaining a black die for next round. Next up, we'll go with this shotgun guy. He will move close enough to get a shot off with the shotgun at close range now into the Wrathwing. And so now he's still hitting on 5s, but now he has a black die, a green die, and a blue die. Hitting on 5s into 3 armor, 3 damage. It is a 5 with a star, which stuns. And so 2 damage, so he stops 2, takes 1, and gets stunned for this flamer guy here. Who will then go on his turn. First activation, he has to remove the stun token. And then second activation, he's going to try and light this guy on fire. So it's short range now. Hitting on 6s with a blue and a purple. With a blue and a green into, that is the disciple, into 2 armor. Hitting on 6s. Automatic success with a bottle cap, which is an armor break. Misses his armor check anyway, so that's 2 damage into this Mothman. Not quite on fire, though. All right, we have the sniper rifle guy. I think he's going to return fire over here twice. So, well, he can move out of range of the pistol and still attack. So he's going to actually move back here and shoot at this guy out in the open. Oops. All right, and now we are 2 black away. He's trying to get cover. I guess he was right here, right? Yeah, he can move a little bit further back just so we can get some cover. And then we will shoot the sniper rifle. That is 2 green, a blue, into the cultist who has 1 armor. 2 green, a blue, and 1 armor. Hitting on 4s. That is a miss, but a prepare. And just to check, his prepared is... I don't know, I didn't. My computer messed up, so I don't know what it is. Okay. That is... Next up is this cultist. He has to get closer now. So, he will just move yellow. Like halfway down the ramp. And then he will return fire at this cultist who has cover. So 3 armor hitting on 2s. That's 2 black hitting on 2s. All right. Oh, it's an automatic success. 1 armor is stopped. So, or 1 damage is stopped, 1 gets through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This cultist dies. He goes down as well. All right, that is the end of round 3. Round 4, the saviors will go first again since they only have 2 guys now. We'll start with this guy, trying to light this guy on fire. So this will be a green and a blue hitting on 6s into 2 armor. That is a 7. Ooh, a 7 minus 1 is a 6. 2 armor stops all of it, but 2 bottle caps means that the armor is broken. So he breaks his armor, so that is not a successful armor roll. So he takes 2 more damage, and that is 5 total now. So yeah, this guy is dead. Another survivor. I forgot to flip over everyone's token. I'll just leave those there for now. Well, no, I'll grab them. All right. That was 1 action. Second action, he will I guess he could sacrifice his buddy and just do another flamer shot over there. It's not slow firing, is it? No. Yeah, he could try and hit the cultist. Well, yeah, the cultist has more health than the other guy. Not by much, though. But he'll do it anyway. Okay, so this is... I won't roll the armor right now. Hitting on 6s. This is long range now, so just 1. It's automatic success with an armor break. So we'll roll the armor for the cultist first, or the high priest. He fails his armor check, so he takes 2 damage. And the other guy on 1 armor also fails 2 more damage. So he's just barbecuing people left and right over here. Sorry, buddy. Okay. So that was his activation. Next, we'll go with this cultist here. He will use, or that's a cultist, yeah. He will use his cultist dagger. This is hitting on 6s into 2 armor, but he gets a -2 because the high priest is more intelligent than him. So he's hitting on 4s. Automatic failure. And, ooh, he's hitting on 2s. So that is, unfortunately, 2 damage into 2 armor, so he stops all of it. The high priest will retaliate with the cultist's dagger of his own, but since he charged, he will get the extra black die. All right, the cultist has 1 armor, so he is hitting on 5s, 2 damage into 1 armor. That is extra damage that ignores armor, hitting on 5s, so he does 3 damage into this cultist who already had the 2 from being barbecued, so that is the 5 needed to kill him. And his second action, he will just come over here for this cultist. That cultist, this last guy, he is in range of hitting the Wrathwing. So he's going to try it. Well, there's 2 pieces of cover in between, so we can't really do that. So instead, because he would be hitting on 0s, which you could technically possible, but he's going to come back down here and then try and charge in for next turn. All right, that was round 4. Round 5, we will start with the Wrathwing, who will move out and attempt to barbecue this guy. Oh, no. This guy will go first. So he will... Can he charge into this guy? The high priest. He charges on greens. And there's a tree in the way. Could probably get around it. Yeah, so he'll charge over here. He'll attack the high priest. He'll get another green die, we'll say. Because the high priest has that ability where he's harder to hit for being more smarter than people. So he's hitting on 4s now with a green die into 2 armor with the cultist's dagger. That's a 7, so nope. Next, we'll have the high priest go. I guess I'll just flip that over. Next, we'll have the high priest go. He will do 2 attacks into this cultist with his dagger, hitting on 5s into 1 armor. That is a failure. Second attack, automatic success with a little explosion, which does nothing. So that's 2 more damage. Oh, wait, yeah, it's 2 more damage into this cultist. So he has 3 damage now. So the damage counter is over here. And then this guy, he's going to do his traditional no holds barred, barbecue everyone. Oh, his survivor is over here. Survivor probably won't take kindly to being barbecued either, but that's a price you got to pay to not get kidnapped. So hitting on 6s. Is this short range or long range? It is short range. So he has, I'll roll this separately. Hitting on 6s. That's a success and an extra damage. And a fire, which puts people on fire. So we'll roll for the armor of the cultists first. That's 1 armor. He fails, so he takes 3 damage, which is enough to kill him. And then just for fun, we'll see what happens with the cultist. The cultist takes 1 damage and gets set on, or the high priest takes 1 damage and gets set on fire. So at the loss of one of their sniper rifle guy and the high priest getting mad at the Wrathwing for setting him on fire multiple times, the Mothman cult that has integrated themselves into the settlers are successful in rescuing all of the settlers. Hopefully, the Mothman is pleased. Thanks for watching.